What's up? What's up? That's a little longer than usual. What is
way
up?
too easy, folks? Way too easy.
No. I'm gonna go for like minutes one of these days.
We gotta set an over/under for that then.
Yeah, that's actually wouldn't be bad. We are here. We are back. It is the Just the BetSlips fam. Shout out Just the BetSlips Nation. We are live and ready to rock and roll. It is your boys here on a Sunday, April the 6th, the day after. What a great Final Four we had. Kind of a stinker of a tournament until yesterday's slate of games. Unbelievable collapse by Duke. Florida continues to prove that they could just. Clayton is probably the story of the tournament. We made some bets. We had some fun. We had some baseball. You got puck, got NBA, you got it all. And we're going to talk about all of the above. I am your boy Poolside, Patty Bathrobe today. Underneath me down here is our guy. Well, I mean, it's self-proclaimed worst gambler on the show. Kel Dog, how we feeling?
Oh, just peachy. Good news. I'm still at the top of our bracket challenge for Just the Bet-Slips. I am just below a fan of ours. I haven't really contacted to see who it is, but
what's the name?
At JW Sports, I think it was.
Okay, cool. Well, congrats at JW Sports. You may or may not have an Auburn jersey coming your way. Sorry.
And he is.
I am the PD King.
Yes,
I am the PD King. I am here. We're having a good day. I'm starting to feel more like myself again, which is good. And starting to slightly get an appetite back, which is also good, considering I'm a fat man. I really like food, and me not being able to like food over the past week has been a problem. Has been a very, very big problem for me. And yeah, it's been a rough go. So I would really like to enjoy food again. And so, yeah, me having an appetite again is huge, is massive for my self-esteem. So
massive brand.
Also for the brand of me being fat. That is like half of my brand is me being a big gentleman. It's like 80% of Fat Perez's brand is being fat. Like 50% of mine is being.
There you go.
Being a big
ratio.
So, yeah.
Good ratio.
Yeah. It's a solid ratio. I'm not like obese, but I'm like obese. Like everybody knows. Like when I stepped onto the Wii Fit, you guys know. Like the Wii Fit back in the day, and you step back on there, and the little person was like, "Oh, that's obese." Like that was me. Like that is still me.
You're beautiful.
So it's fun.
You're beautiful.
I might be beautiful, but like I know when the scale says, "Oh, that's obese."
Well, hopefully your wallet gets obese today as well when it comes to these bets. You guys already know the deal. We're here, Just the BetSlips, to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. But before we get into any of that, we have to do the thing that makes sure that we don't get in any trouble at all, because that would not be fun nor kosher for our wallets. Number one, we are not paid professional gamblers. This show's for fun and entertainment purposes only. We do this show on our own volition at the moment, and we're not getting paid to make these bets, and we want to make sure that you understand that. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. It is still number one piece of advice I've ever been given as a young gambler, and even today. It's if you can abide by that, then you should be good to have some fun gambling with us. But number three, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you or a loved one or a friend need it with 1-800-GAMBLER. It's a very easy number to call. It's right there. You can get the resources that you, loved one, friend might need for gambling addiction, because it can be an addictive hobby. And again, we are not affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook at the moment, but if you are a sportsbook that is watching and you would like to hop on, please hop in our DMs, because we would absolutely love that. But we are not currently affiliated with or sponsored by any sportsbook. So that is, we're not, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. 1-800-GAMBLER. Please gamble responsibly, not your own risk. And we are not paid professional gamblers. All we try to do here, and we're going to do it today, April 6th, Sunday, on this show, is to bring you the hot tips. To help
your bet slips.
Let's go, gentlemen. Before we get into it, thoughts on the Final Four. I saw CJ. I saw you shaking your head when I said that. Kel, your thoughts, just thoughts in general. I caught a little bit of it, but mostly the Florida Auburn game. I'm a little upset I wasn't watching was not watching the Duke game live, but I watched that highlight today and just could not believe that. So what do you guys think?
Like, all I need to know is for any girl that says 30 seconds isn't enough time, you just need to ask Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like any woman who says 30 seconds is not enough time, ask Duke/Houston. Like literally, Houston gets a chance to play for the national championship, and Duke says, "Oh, we don't feel like it anymore."
Duke says goodbye to Cooper Flagg as well.
I don't know if that's true.
I mean, the way he looked last night, it looked like, I don't know, man. I just don't know how you. I could be he's definitely making a decent amount of money in general just playing for Duke. I just don't know how you risk injury. But that's going to be the topic of conversation going forward. Yep. That's definitely going to help us when it comes to the podcast that drops every Friday, by the way, every Friday morning where we have a topic and we give picks. That can certainly pop back up on our podcast and probably the Sports GPS podcast as well, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I know, man. I couldn't. Kel, what were your thoughts? I'm interested to hear what you think.
For starters, I'll use my time to say it was at JW Sports 704 is Shout the out. Individual who is in front. He has 1,390 points. I have 1,310. He has Florida winning. I have Houston winning. So we're basically the championship's going to decide our bracket challenge there. But in regards to my thoughts on the Final Four, I hate that Florida won. I wanted to see sad Floridians today, but it did not work. And I'm happy Houston won. I really wanted to see them go through. That coach has been through a lot. He deserves a title, and I can't wait for Monday.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And shout out to JW Sports. You just got a follow from yours truly. And I'm going to shout him out on the Twitter right now. But I figured you just root against all Florida teams, right?
Oh, absolutely. Whenever Florida goes down, I'm cheesing every step of the way. Like it's the greatest day of like my week, of my month and whatnot. So I'm just hoping Houston takes it to them on Monday.
So we're going with the Cougars. You would go with the Cougars, so we already know that. But
I would go with the Cougars. It's part of my brand. Like CJ was talking about his brand. The Cougars is part of my brand.
Yeah, like 60% of Kel's brand is Cougar.
It's Cougars.
Yeah, exactly.
And rooting against Florida. But yeah.
And
no, it was good.
Cougar/Biddies, it's the same category. Like if you were on Family Feud, like they would, both answers would do the slash in that slot. Yeah. 100%.
To be honest, we could do a podcast about top Cougars and Biddies, and I would just take over the show, basically.
Correct. Yeah. Whenever we are without content, or if you are the only person that could do the podcast, Kel, that is the subjects of the day.
Absolutely.
The top sports Biddy/Cougars.
Yeah.
Oh man, now we have to make this happen, don't we?
Yeah, I can't be on the show.
We'll do our normal segment, and then I'll. Oh, bye.
So yeah, I'm sick that day, dog.
Like we'll do our normal segment. I'll be like an insert segment there, and then our picks.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work well.
We gotta get Parker on that segment though. Anyway,
that would be a Kel Parker show for sure.
Yeah.
Good God, I think we just found a new podcast.
I would watch.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's entertainment, but
I would respectfully and responsibly watch. But
correct.
Yeah. Cougar talk aside, we've got a great day. I love Sunday baseball. I really this was the first Sunday it hit me, where like there's just so many day games and it's the best, and I just love it. As you'll see with my outrageous tabletop later. But I am ready to get into this, boys. If you guys are, unless you guys have anything else you guys want to touch on before we get into our hot tips for the bet slips. Do we have a bet slip? Did any of our fearful leaders send one in or?
No, I'm not seeing any bet slips. I also checked our DMs. If you ever want to be to submit a bet slip, feel free to DM us at Just the Bet Slips, and I would be very, very happy to get your slip in here. So, if you ever want, jump in. All 18 of you that are live right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We love you. We appreciate all the support, especially for our podcast. Again, drops every Friday morning, which is why we don't do a live show on Thursdays. But if you ever want to join in on the fun, we will very much gladly have you on the show. And also, just like we did a shout out to Micah, who hopped in that one episode, who's our biggest Instagram fan, which we haven't been streaming on recently, but I'm sure we still post videos and bet slips on the account, so go follow. Just again, it's right down below before we get into it, below Kel there. At Just the BetSlips on X.com, the Everything app, and all of our socials, and we are proudly affiliated with Fan First Sports Network. So make sure you go follow all of that and get in on the fun, read the articles, and hop in with us because we would love to have you. But that being said, let's get to it. Let's get to the cutest slip now in the game. It is the underdog slip. I'm so thrilled that we changed the name. And I think it's a good. Not that there was anything wrong with underdog slate, but it either underdog slate or parlay, and now it's just slip. So that because we want this to be a collaborative effort, and we want to have the best picks here for this to succeed because it is inspired by the top left there, the bestest doggo, Emma. Shout out. RIP as always. We've got the two mainstays in the other corner, the bottom left and the top right, but then we've got him, bottom right, the second cutest on this. No, yeah, I'll give today.
Yeah, second cutest.
Today,
second cutest
for sure.
He's the second cutest. He will always be the second cutest.
Okay,
Kel, I'm sorry. It is my fallen dog or you. I am going to pick my fallen dog every time.
The second cutest one, yes, that is.
Thank you.
The guy down below in the.
I wasn't offended for the record.
Fairness, yeah, like in all fairness, like that's a tough cookie for you to crack there, buddy. That's a tough one. I'm just saying. Like you sit there and you put Paige Sporanic on this thing, and my dog. I'm taking my dog. Like
Ooh.
that's how difficult that is. I loved my dog so much. And like I have my sister's dog with me like this week. Y'all saw her yesterday, or not yesterday, Friday. If you watch Friday, like I legitimately woke up this morning and like put my hand down like I used to, where Emma used to lay right next to me, and like went to go pet her, and she wasn't there, and it made me sad. But then I still had to wake up and like go and take my sister's dog for a walk. So I have the responsibilities this weekend without the fun of being able to pet my dog. So it's kind of like a bittersweet weekend for me. Just stating, Kel, this is not your fault. You will not beat out my dog ever. So yes, the second cutest person on the slide right here.
For the record, I wasn't offended. Like I understand the situation.
Right.
2, and this is gonna cause some like havoc here. I would pick your dog over Paige Sporanic any day of the week. Yeah, basically it.
Well, big if true. Hand up. I have my family doggo getting up there in age. Permission to put her on this one?
Absolutely. Okay. When that time comes, absolutely.
Big fan.
Not a problem.
Love it. But let's get to it. Cuteness aside, we've got 2. I still can't believe that number. Rob, yeah, that even though we talked about it, I still can't believe it. Rob, our parlay guy, Rob, who is team LeBron today, as you'll see later, is also team Lakers, and I love it. I mean, it's not gonna be easy. They're playing. Who are they playing?
OKC.
Yeah, Thunder. Yeah, because he has SGA as well. So I've been on the Thunder train. I've been on the Laker train. Just to speak on it quickly, and the Thunder cover at a great clip. But this is a different Lakers team than this Thunder team has fared against. I mean, I'll say it when we get to the green plushy thing later. I have a couple of crazy stats that I saw about the Lakers the other day that I can't wait to share with everybody. But look, 9.5. It's not as big as the number below it, but 9.5 is a big number in the NBA, and it's tough to give a team with Luka and LeBron that many points. So I would have liked it by itself, but then when CJ brought up the bottom number, which I'll let you talk about, Siege, I It's unbelievable. We had to do it. We had to.
Yeah, I don't understand how this number gets so big. Like, I mean, I understand how, to be clear, but like, it's just one of those, like, do you really think the team just out Jump Street? Do you think the Celtics are going to beat the Wizards by 21 plus? Like, the Wizards, even though they're bad, and even though the Celtics are good, there's going to be a point in time when the Celtics just shut it down. And when they decide to shut it down is when they're going to go, you know what? Let's just go ahead and cruise to victory from here. And when they do that, this score is going to get to like 18 or 15 or something like that. It's going to be less than 20. So,
oh yeah,
I'm sorry. It's outrageous to me. No, you're good, Pat. Go ahead. Like I'm flabbergasted by that number myself.
One, this is like a college football spread,
correct,
which is insane. Two, I mean, they all get paid to play basketball. Last time I checked, they all get paid to play basketball. Mm-hmm. Three, and you hit the nail on the head, which is what I was going to say. The Celtics have been starting to rest players. It looks like they punted on trying to get the number one pick. So they're not going to care how much they beat a team by. They'd rather have their guys get some fresher legs going into the playoffs. But somebody's got to know something for this to be this number. I'm gonna be paying attention to the live lines, and I'm gonna be hammering the Wizards probably all game. Yeah, I mean, Kelly, you want to add anything before we reveal the number we got it at?
No, not really. You guys hit the head on the nail there, like with the playoffs just right around the corner. Hit the head on the nail.
Nail.
Is that what nail?
No, it's hit the nail on the head.
Nail on the head. Hit.
Yeah.
You hit nail
on the head.
Hit. That's what I said.
The nail on the. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, you said you hit the head on the nail.
No, I said it the other way. I said what you guys said.
Somebody tell us what's going on.
It's fine.
Anyway,
you hit the head on the nail. See, you've got it. Me saying it now. It's you hit the nail on the head.
That's what I said.
Oh Jesus!
We'll watch the clip.
Anyway, even though I'm right there, the Celtics are on the cusp of the playoffs. I see them resting players. 20.5 is crazy.
Also, to your point, 260. Yeah, great number by the way. And just one last thing on that: if this was like February, you probably nail the Celtics. You hit the
100
nail with the Celtics.
What are you nailing? What?
We're hitting heads on nails. That's what we're doing, and we hope to hit this parlay here. 267, depending on what your sportsbook of choice is. You're probably getting it right around that area. Let's see what I got it at. I did put this in when I was laughing my booty off about how it was 20.5. I got 258. So I'm right in the area.
Yeah, I mean, that's an insane number. Just an absolutely insane number. I'm still flabbergasted by that number.
Yeah, like when you said that, I had like started, what you do in the mornings, you scroll through the bets, you look at the lines. Mm-hmm. Somehow, maybe my brain just couldn't comprehend that it was there. I just didn't notice, and then when you said it, I still can't believe it. So
yeah, it's still kind of crazy.
Here we are, but I think the next one is our latest and greatest segment. So why don't you take it away, Mr. PD King?
Yeah, man. We are going to bring out the fun, the fancy, and the free. It is the performance doubles of the day.
Oh, where's my crown?
Brought to you by the King.
I'll get my crown.
PD King himself.
Oh, no,
we should all get Burger King crowns. That's what we should all get, is all get Burger King crowns that we have.
That
put the crowns on. When you say your pick, you put your crown on.
But see, I got a big head. I don't know if I can fit in a Burger King crown.
Yeah, you can, dude. They're adjustable.
But how adjustable?
They're one size fits all.
They're adjustable, dude. Trust me.
They're one size fits all.
There's some big domes out there, dog. I'm telling you, I have a big dome, and I'm like 4 rungs from the expansion.
All I'm saying is I've met plenty of one size fits all hats in my day, and 98% of them have not fit me.
Okay,
that's fair.
I'm telling you right now. It's like there's no way you have a 3-foot circumference head. The
Fair
thing
point.
looks like a yardstick when they hand it to you, dude.
I'm about to find something. I'm about to do some research.
But
On
that's
what?
fine.
You can get like how many? I'm looking up if we could just buy. If I could send you.
You don't
guys.
buy them. Literally just run to Burger King and just go, hey, I need a Burger King crown. I need
Think they'll just give it
crown.
to you?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'd buy a burger while I'm there too.
Let's make it.
Yeah,
let's make
100%.
a point in the next week or so.
To all get
Go
Burger
to your
King.
local Burger King, get a crown.
Get a crown.
We'll all take fun pictures with it, and we'll put it on for this segment.
Sure.
Gonna be honest with you, I don't know where a Burger King is around here.
I knew that it was going to be an issue for you, Cal. For some reason, I'm like Florida. He might not. I don't know what part of Florida you're actually in.
They don't got cool stuff around here. I got Chick-fil-A. I got nothing.
Really? You ain't got
no
nothing?
Yeah,
like Chick-fil-A is like 45.
What's up? That's rough. You have no Chicken Shack. That is rough.
Yeah. And then like a Portillo's is like an hour away. Like the
Chicago
and me.
The worst part about this is legitimately yes, you don't have a Chick-fil-A within 45 minutes of you. I have 14 within 45 minutes of me.
Well, why do you gotta do that to me?
That's crazy.
Just take the knife and just twist.
So we don't dox you, Kel, off air right before we all go our separate ways after the show. We'll find out where the nearest Burger King is to you. And
Correct.
Okay, fair point.
Got you. But take it away.
Cal Dog, your performance double or in this case performance triple of the day.
Performance triple. It's Obi time. Obi's fighting for greatness here. I think he's gonna score tonight. They're gonna keep feeding him the puck. He's gonna be firing at will. Shots wise, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. Like I said, he's fighting for greatness, so I don't see why he would not score in this game. And the Caps are a better team than the Islanders. It's easy peasy there.
By the way, how awesome was that moment when he tied it? That was that was awesome. And I, as an OB hater for years, as a Rangers fan, it's really cool. And I think you guys would both agree. Obviously, it's really good because nobody thought that anybody would touch any of Gretzky's records, and we've seen him his entire career. I think that's really, really cool. And I agree with you. I mean, I think that there's only a handful of games left. I think he's definitely going to get it. We'll see if he gets it today, but they're going to feed him. I think that OV 3+ shots on goal, you can even bump that up to 4 or 5. He's going to get his shots. And so I love this bet. I love it. The Rangers seem like they're probably, even if they sneak into the playoffs, they stink. So I'm just going to root for greatness with you, Kel.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Fan. Yeah. Mr. Poolside Pat.
Well, before I told you what I needed to hear, so why don't you just say it for me, Siege?
But that I have this bet with even more Ks?
Oh, no. I just want you to say his name.
Oh, Mr. Corbin Burns.
I can't do it like that, even though I'm wearing the crown. That's when the crown would look better on you. Is when you say
it's like fair. That. No, it's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
But yes, Mr. Burns himself. Mr. Burns, 5+ Ks. As CJ alluded to, he's got it in a little different, which makes me even love this even more. Ever since I was turned on to these performance doubles by the PD King himself, and I know this is a crown, but think of it more as like a prince's crown or an apprentice's crown, if they even get those. Probably not, but or maybe even the jester's crown. But I love them. It's like my favorite bet in all of sports gambling right now. Baseball, like I said, with all the day games, you'll see, I have way too many probably of these bets on my slip today. But I love them all. It's fun to just root for the good pitchers to get their strikeouts. You bump it down a little bit to what the even type bet is, and you then just root for their team to win. Tommy did make, and he's not on, but Sir Thomas Stats, our baseball and hockey guy, he did make a good point in our group chat that you do have to just root for the bullpens, because at some point in the game, unless the guy's going a complete game, he has to rely on his bullpen and his offense for that matter to get the win. But I love these bets. They always pay out. Like, you're always getting plus money depending on what you do. Just for the people, I got this should have had this on the ready. I usually write my bets down, but I didn't today. I need to get one of those fancy things. Plus 104. So it's what it's probably the lowest one that I have. So
yeah, I have it plus 141, but I have Corbin Birds at 6+K.
6, yeah. So I mean, I might even just ride that as well. So I love this. I love the performance doubles of the day. This is it'll never surpass the underdog slip just because of the cuteness and just how I think it's, to me, not to get too sappy, how instrumental that first like real segment we put together is for this show. But this is certainly becoming one of my favorites for sure when it comes to tracking and honestly helping the hot tips with our bet slips to help people win some money. You can follow these, and we've been hitting on a pretty good clip. So a shout out to the performance doubles of the day. And that's mine.
Absolutely. He's not on. He actually submitted this as part of another slip, but I think he would agree that this is a pretty solid performance double. And you're getting it just under even. You're getting it at minus 106 right now. But it's Vucevic 9+ boards or over 8.5, and then the Bulls money line today. The Bulls are facing the Hornets. You actually might be able to get it a little bit better than what I got it at because it looks like the money's starting to shade towards the Hornets. But I'm going to go ahead and redo it right now and see what we get here. You're actually getting it at plus money right now. I'm getting it at plus 111. But Vucevic over 8.5 boards or 9+ rebounds and a Bulls money line versus the Hornets today. He likes Vucevic getting boards. I like Vucevic getting boards. Today he has also done 10+ points in 10 straight games. So if you like to add a little bit of point action to this too, you can. But yeah, he's been dynamite on the boards as of late. So give yourself 9+ boards from Vucevic and the Bulls to get the job done versus the Hornets today. And the Hornets are not that great of a squad. So yeah, they'll take the spread. Definitely take the money line. I'm sorry.
Aren't they the worst? It's them and the Wizards, right?
It's them, the Wizards. Like the Sixers are in there, the Jazz are in there for the worst teams.
You're rooting for the Sixers to lose.
I'm rooting for an absolute tank job from the Sixers. Yes, 1,000%. Now, yeah, once Embiid wasn't able to come back and Tyrese Maxey hasn't been able to play, like I'm just like, Sixers keep it close in these games, but just lose. Like just lose by like 5. Make me feel like you do know how to win still, but like you just decide not to because you don't care. Like that's what I want from them.
Love that for you.
So, and then speaking of the Philly side, I'm actually taking the Phillies with the run line. I'm getting a 1.5, and I'm taking Chris Sanchez and that amazing changeup of his to get the job done versus the Dodgers today. He has a 20% K rate versus the Dodgers starting lineup, and he also has an xWOBA of 0.293 versus those 44 plate appearances versus this Dodgers lineup. He also walks at a very, very low rate, and his exit velo on against this team is 89.1 average against this Dodgers lineup, which means he is getting, and the launch angle is low, like 4.4. So when he gets hurt, it's usually line drives, which means he's going to keep it close for me. Tyler Glass now is his opposition, has very, very similar numbers, better strikeout rate, but more walks. His launch angle is better and his exit velo is better. But because the strikeout rate, his xWOBA, I'm going to go ahead and share this now. His xWOBA is better than Sanchez, but these numbers aren't. So when the Phillies make contact against Tyler Glass now in his career, they hit him hard and they hit him at the proper launch angle. But the problem is he gets them for Ks. So it all depends on where you're looking at, what you're doing. Like that slugging percentage is worse, but the batting average is better. So the Phillies aren't hitting for as much average, but they're hitting him harder. So that's why I'm going to take the big guys are going to come out today after getting kind of shut out yesterday versus Sasaki in that bullpen of the Dodgers. And the Phillies didn't use any of their big guns yesterday from the pen. No Alvarado yesterday. No Kirkering yesterday. No Romano yesterday. So yeah, I feel like the Phillies are in a good spot, even though they lost yesterday, to get the win today versus Glass now, and Sanchez to give me 5+ Ks. So that is
what website is that? I think you might have told me already. But
that's
what
Baseball
website?
Savant. Baseball Savant.
Great website.
And then you go to the probable starters page.
Big fan of that. I'm gonna have to really get into that while I'm doing these performance doubles. But yeah, I mean, I might. Well, technically, I'm not against that.
Yeah.
So
because technically we both could win. Another really good one here is Sandy Alcantara versus the Braves.
Tommy in our chat just informed us that Sandy was just placed on the paternity list, so he's not pitching.
Oh, what an absolute bummer! Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Yep. So he's taking that out of his own bet that you'll see on the.
I
was bummed too.
Oh, what an just unbelievable. I mean, I just took out his bet, so.
Oh, that's right now.
Oh, that's brutal. Are they postponed?
He's flying home today, and he's going to be placed on the paternity list tomorrow.
No, the game itself is postponed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
postponed till August 9th.
Oh,
all right, there you have it.
Oh, God. Oh, I don't like it. No, it's fine.
There you have it. There it is. The performance doubles today. I will gently remove my crown here with my bed head. And
you're fun.
Kind of part of my brand is the bathrobe and bed head at this point.
I mean, at that point, at this point, and having to make me think about whenever you send in a bet slip and you're not on the show, whether I have to screen it or not. Yes, that is 1,000% on brand.
That's fair. All of that's fair.
Just throwing it out there.
I got a couple of brands. I got 20 brands that are at 5% each.
Yeah, that's probably about right. And good math, by the way. Very good math. I'm proud of you for that. Proud of you. Look at you, college-educated man.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day. So there you go.
Yeah, even a blind raccoon finds a dumpster.
Nail in the head.
Hitting
nail on the head.
On the head.
On the head. Okay.
Yes. I don't know why you guys keep revisiting this. That's what I said.
Even a broken.
We're gonna go back, and you're gonna not hear that.
I can't wait until we're gonna rewatch this, and we're gonna see what happened, and we're gonna clip it, and you're gonna clip it most likely, and make it look good. And
why would I clip it if I said it correctly?
Why wouldn't you clip it if you said it correctly?
But why would I clip it when I already know I said it correctly?
Well, because then you're making the fools out of us.
You can prove. Well, I never. For the record, I was never. I didn't even care how you said it.
All right, you're gonna make the fool out of me. It's fine.
For the record, I would never want to make a fool out of you guys because you guys are my friends.
Well, but that's what friends do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the nicer friend there because I would never want to make a fool of you guys.
I love you, Kel. And we're gonna find. And we're gonna
no. Hand up accountability.
And we're gonna find. Oh, there he goes. And we're gonna find the nearest Burger King to you after the show.
See, good friendship there.
As friends do, yes.
Huh.
Yeah, exactly. Get that as a clip. The three-way handshake. No context, three-way handshake.
Yeah, just.
Oh boy! All right.
How do you guys sign contracts?
You make me die. Oh man! All right. Well, I think. We're at the green. Shout out Green, by the way.
Shout out Green.
Sponsored by the Color Verde. Here on Just the BetSlips. Why don't Kel? Do you want to introduce it and do the point?
I think it's easier if I just do the point and you guys introduce it.
Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I was just wondering. Okay, he's getting ready. Let me stretch a little bit too. It is green, plushy, and soft, and it is the table. Wow, was that our first three-way? I figure CJ usually does that.
Wow.
No, it's fine.
That was awesome.
It was good.
As I was introducing it, I was just like, wait, CJ usually does this.
Yeah, it's fine though.
You didn't do your boom boom though.
That was awesome. All right, well, I'm impressed.
I mean, we have two of them to be clear, because this one. Oh,
This one.
I hit the wrong one. We got 4 here. Tommy Stats not on the show, but wants to give you his bets. He likes the Yankees today. He likes the Tigres today. He's picking 2 big time favorites. First off, the Yankees are in Pittsburgh, in the Steel City. Yes, I will fully admit the wrong side of Pennsylvania has the better view from their stadium. But they're going to go down to the Yankees today. Expect a lot of offense in this one. If you want another side bet from me, I like the over in this bad boy. 8.5. Both of these pitchers are not good, to be very clear. It's Andrew Haney versus Warren. Yeah, no. 100% out on both of these pitchers getting anything done today. On the Hill. Will Warren versus Andrew Haney. Just throwing that out there. Smack the over. All day. Smacking the over. Just right on the over. And then he's got the Tigres versus the White Sox. That was one of my favorite bets ever, is betting against the White Sox last year. Made you a lot of money. I know the White Sox have been better this year to start, but I think that's an enigma. So he has the Tigres money line today. He's also got Devers to have a walk today, and he's got Newt Bar for 2+ total bosses.
Yeah, I mean, I especially love his Newt Bar pick, who's been on a tear to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he has reasons that I don't know right now about the Devers, but if I had to root against one of those, it would obviously be that one. But yeah, no, shout out Tommy Stats. We'll hopefully see him on the show this week.
Yeah, he also says, give me Chase Dollander 4+ in his debut. I'm looking for who he's debuting for. I don't have that. Where are you? Is he starting the second game for the? Yeah, I don't know who he's playing for.
Is he a Red Sox?
Is that the Red Sox? Yeah, that's probably who's going against Michaelis at 11-10. Chase Doolander. Chase Dudelander.
Oh.
Yeah, that's who it has to be. So that's who they're calling up.
All right.
We'll see what happens with it. But
I hope the Cardinals absolutely rock this kid.
A little rude.
Send him to a center for ants.
Whoa.
Rude, okay.
Parlay guy comes in with this parlay of the day. You already said he's kind of LeBron-esque today, but he's got SGA 30+ points. He's got LeBron for a Q and for 6+ assists at +300. I don't really know his explanation for this outside of it's SGA, who's a man amongst boys out there. He's got 20+ and 70 straight. So there's that.
He's gonna win the MVP for sure.
There's not a doubt in my mind. And anybody who is not knowing about the Thunder, start to know them, because they're going to be another Midwest team that goes on an absolute tear for the next 3 or 4 years. Like they're the NBA's version of the Chiefs.
They did it right, and they did it right. Yeah, no, I love this bet. I just put it in. I meant to say this. We all know this. Parlay guy's been hot recently.
He has been
on a streak. I don't think he updated his records.
No,
so
he didn't.
I just put in what was there because I don't know. I didn't want to get everything mixed up. So he's got a homework for him is to get his records updated. But
I'm usually the one that does it for him because I'm.
Oh, okay. Oh well, homework
for punishment. Yeah, I got it.
But I got, you have to ride his parlays at this point. You have to be tailing.
Yeah, he's been lighting it up lately. So yeah, you definitely need to.
And then obviously, which was just it was going to be a 750 pick inside baseball. We decided to scrap the 750 because it was getting close to showtime and we didn't have enough really going on. So we decided to run with the PD double. That's the versatility of the show. We can take out segments. We can mix and match. Kel gets it.
Yeah.
And I mean, the man had a different shirt on, and now he has a Celtic shirt on, so he gets it.
He understands.
Memo.
Three
You
times.
should. Part of your brand should be wearing green all the time because you do the point thing, but to the tabletop. But
To be fair, but this is the only green thing I own, and it's
Until he gets a Burger King crown that is green.
there you go.
they
Yeah,
still green Burger King crowns.
They might. I don't know. We're gonna find out.
That'd be sick.
We'll find
We're
out.
gonna learn when you drive 35 minutes to go to your nearest Burger King.
Oh yeah. So go ahead.
Kel, you're up.
I'm up. Where am I? Oh, there I am. So we need a win. We need a lot of wins. We need multiple wins, and we are going to try to get those wins with the picks that you see in front of you. For starters, Aaron Judge to get an RBI. It was plus money. Seemed reasonable. He has no, that's not right. I wrote the wrong stat. Anyway, he's 231 lifetime against Haney. Like CJ just said, he's not worth his weight there. So I think a good hitter like Judge should get at least an RBI against a very lackluster Pittsburgh Pirates team. So there's that. Next, I have J-Ram 2+ total bases, sitting 348 on the year. He's 500 lifetime against Anderson. He is the cog that makes that team keep going. So I think 2+ total bases seems rather easy for him. Plus, he's been on a hot streak recently ever since his hand debacle. So give me J-Ram. Ovi, I already went over this, but it's Ovi's time. I think Ovi's going to do this. Don't look at the score right now because everything I'm about to say is going to go against what's currently happening in this game. But I see Ovi getting a goal. They're going to keep feeding him the puck. 3+ shots on goal seems rather easy because they just want him to get that record. And a Cavs money line. Once again, don't look at the score right now. And then finally, Johnny DeLuca 2+ total bases. He is not in the lineup right now for the Tampa Bay Rays, but we're just going to roll with it. With the way my record has been going, he's hitting 435 to start the year, and Rocker got rocked his last outing, so I'm really just hoping for Johnny to pinch hit and get a double or something. If not, this bet goes out the window.
Or a single one.
Well, if he doesn't pinch hit, it's avoided bet, so it's a push.
Exactly.
Do stolen bases count for total bases?
No.
Negative.
They don't. Okay, never mind.
It has to be hit related.
Okay. I feel like I've been told that multiple times in the show, and I just never remember.
No, you're fine. Walks don't even matter too. So like that's half the reason why. Okay. Yeah, it's got to be a batted ball. It's the reason why Kel's like he missed one of his bets with Bobby Witt, even though he had a walk and a hit because he needed 2+ total bases. So
brutal.
It's just rough.
Thanks for bringing that back up.
Listen, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, I get it. I stopped being sad, and now I'm a little more sad because he brought it up. So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But he did hit the Hartenstein SGA Rockets pick the other day, though.
Certainly did not.
He did.
No, SGA didn't get 25.
Oh, no. Oh, no, CJ. What are you doing to our boy? You're massacring my boy.
So do I have your record wrong then?
You might.
Are you over?
I may be.
Oh boy!
Unless I read the box score wrong or a wrong box score.
Give me a second, and I will find out. I could have sworn
because I remember it being SGA 25+, Hartenstein 6+, and Rockets +6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Rockets won.
I'm intrigued right now.
Oh no! Yep.
Yep. That's
Oh no.
Alrighty then.
Oh no.
Well, it's a
oh
thing.
no, Kel.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's massacring my boy like this.
All right, we're just gonna head out right now. We're gonna just leave.
It's just a not a good look for the program.
You hate to see this.
Not a good look for the program.
Unbelievable.
But yeah. Well, I'm just gonna bring mine up now.
I shouldn't have said anything because I saw you put me in as a win.
Yeah. So I got the Mariners money line, and I'm Brian Woo to give me 5+ Ks today. Mr. Woo is He's going up against the San Francisco Giants, to which he has a 28.6 K rate against in his career and an xWOBA of underneath 2.4 or sorry 0.24. Yes, his the exit velo on stuff that does hit his bat is bad because they're slugging over 350 against it, but the average is underneath 150. So yes, when he does get hit, it does go a long way. However, he doesn't get hit often. So let me get the 5+ Ks. Hopefully, with almost 30, I just need him to face 16 hitters, and he hits 5+ Ks. So that's what I'm expecting today from him. I've already talked about the Chris Sanchez, and Pat kind of talked about the Corbin Burns. This one's a little bit interesting because numbers suggest versus the Nationals that Corbin's not the best as far as an xWOBA is concerned, but he does induce a lot of soft contact, but his slugging percentage is also not the best as well because the launch angle is bad. But it is a different Nationals lineup, and he does K them a bunch at 28 or 27% of the time. So to expect that Corbin will get the Ks is there. It's just, does he go deep in this game? It's also Nationals Park on a Sunday. There's something weird about Nationals Park on a Sunday, but I expect Corbin Burns to get the job done and the Diamondbacks to get the win. So give me Corbin Burns, 6+ Ks, and the Diamondbacks money line today. Next, but certainly not least, it is the massive tabletop of the man up top. Good Lord, what a tabletop.
Jesus.
All right. So, get through this quickly. UConn, for top one, UConn women, national championship today. Gino gets it done again. I will need assistance from one of you two to bet this for me because I cannot in the great state of Connecticut. But give me the spread and the money line. I'm taking both of them. UConn gets it done. The only pro team that I have here is the UConn Huskies men and women team. So give me that. A couple Lakers picks here. So I'm kind of with Rob, the parlay guy. Give me Luka 40+ pra and the Lakers 8.5. So a little bit less than I got it at, a little less than it is now. I'll probably rebet it at 9.5 as well. But for record's sake, it is at 8.5. Then, and let me find, which I should have been more prepared, so my apologies. But there was a wild Luka, Reeves, and LeBron stat that I saw the other day. I may not be able to find it, but they were the first. Oh, here it was. So they're the first trio to have 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 3-point shots made in a single game. That was April 4th. So that was the last time we did a show. Reeves has been on an unbelievable tear. I mean, he is truly stepping up as a guy who can legitimately be the third in that to add to that duo. So I did a little again, kind of taking a page out of CJ's book here with a little step down like ladder type play with the 40, 35, and Reeves 25 pra. You get it at a decent number, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Lakers. I'm with the parlay guy today. More basketball. Still, Cavs have a similar struggle or a similar thing with the Celtics, especially now that the Celtics seem to have punted. But 10 still seems like too little for the Cavs to, especially at home. I believe they're at home. So give me the Cavs. Broadway Pat, give me the Knicks. Just need them to keep looking solid going into the playoffs. The next one, NHL Capitals. This was because of Kell's pick. I decided to just ride with the Capitals. Don't look at the score because this might it's not going to make you happy. But you know what? We're gonna be hopeful for that one. But it was a throw in at the end of the day. By the way, I did also ride the Wizards plus 20.5 by itself, as I mentioned. So it's not on here, but it will be reflected in my stats or my record. Okay, this one is just completely because there's very little college basketball left. This is the Crown Final, which I still don't really understand what this is, but this is in Vegas. It's like, I don't know what it is, and I'm gonna do more research on it. And maybe I don't know. I'll learn people on it. But it's Nebraska UCF first half over 75.5 in the Crown Finals in Las Vegas, and the over of 158.5. It was the first bet I took this morning. I just said, you know what, basketball, sure, over. So take that with a grain of salt. Actually, take that with whatever's smaller than a grain of salt. What's smaller than a grain of salt? Sand, probably.
My winning percentage.
What's that?
My winning percentage.
Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
no. I didn't. You said
no. No, he did not.
That is the biggest.
Wow.
You asked the question.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I'm blaming you for this moment.
I was gonna say an atom, like an atom,
we'll go with smaller than Kel's winning percentage. And next I have a plethora of PDs thanks to CJ. So I'll get to it. One of them, the Alcantara one, is obviously null and void at this point. But so that means I have 6. I had 7, now I have 6. And I want to say this. I have the Mr. 60% decree, but I'm making a self-decree. If this doesn't hit at least, if this doesn't go at least 3-3, I'm going to have to scale back a little bit. But it is a Sunday. Most of these are afternoon games, so with a sprinkle of some later games. So I just wanted to have some fun today. I'm not doing anything today, so other than watching baseball, and I have to do a photo shoot for my my fantasy football punishment that I. So, well, yeah, we don't have to talk about that. But anyway,
are we talking about the tasteful pictures that your wife's going to help you with?
Correct.
Yes. Because she has prior experience.
Yes. So, all right. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, and we will move on. We've got Glass now. I shouldn't have brought that up. We've got Glass now, so I'm going against Siege here. 6+ Ks, Dodgers money line. So I'm completely against him. Glass, I mean, he's a strikeout machine, as I think we're all aware of. I think he's got like 12 on the year so far. So give me Glass now and Dodgers to take, which we could both hit our bets with this. So there's that. Obviously, Alcantara's not pitching today, so that one's null and void. Game 1 of the doubleheader. Very excited for this because they get a 1:00 game. It's actually probably just started or about to start, depending on the weather. I'm not sure what that's looking like. But Andre Palante, 4+ Ks, and a Cardinals money line, please and thank you. Give me. They gotta at least get one in Boston. Boston's been the bane of my existence for 2 World Series, and I need a semblance of revenge here. We talked about Corbin and the D-backs. This Jackson Jobe, this is one of Tommy's guys, and CJ, you can, or Kelly too, if you can speak on him. I know he's a young gun for the Tigers, so that goes along with Tommy's Tigers money line. I'm sure that Jobe has a reason, plays a reason in that, not just because they're playing the White Sox. So give me Jobe 5+ Ks and Tigers money line. Yes, he did get rocked. Kel, you mentioned Kumar. Pun intended, Kumar Rocker, 5+ Ks with the Rangers money line. I feel a bounce back from the young kid, and honestly, if he doesn't, then they're gonna have to take a look at that, because I feel like he's gonna have a short leash in that rotation. And then last but not least, Tommy. I keep bringing him up because he's our baseball guy, but he in our chat just recently said that he might go on some Hicks bets. I love Jordan Hicks, forever a Cardinal. He's a flamethrower. I'm glad he's getting the chance to start games. He was kind of up and down last year, but he's a strikeout guy. Give me 5+ Ks and the Giants to win the game. And that is my giant tabletop. And I'm either going to be very, very happy about this at the end of the day, or I'm going to be calling Keldog to have him verbally hug me over the phone if this goes wrong. So you might find me at a Burger King if this all goes wrong. So we'll see what happens.
Glass now has 8 Ks over 5 innings so far this year for a K per 9 rate at 14.4.
Jeez, that's so
strong K per 9 rate.
Yeah, strong.
Would like to point out that Jose Alvarado has 22.5 K per 9.
Whoa,
that man is insane. He has 10 Ks, but he's only pitched.
He's the one with like the 100-mile-an-hour sinker, right? Alvarado.
Yeah.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
that's like
Alvarado.
Hicks has a wild pitch like that. I think he's toned it back a little bit just since he's a starter now. But yeah, love me some Jordan Hicks. I love me some former Cardinals. That's my bad.
Sure.
Yeah. There you have it.
Standard operating procedure for Pat to love himself some Cardinals.
Thank you. Even though I'm rocking all green today.
I mean, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you gotta do. It's a good hat.
Yeah, it's a good hat. I'm not debating.
This is my club.
Best
right
golf,
here.
best golf ball in all of golf balls.
Yeah, that's my club right there. Cannibal Lake Club.
There you go. Speaking of Titleist, is that your brand, or do you play another brand of golf ball?
No, I'm Titleist. I mean, my clubs are Callaways, but I generally play Titleist ball.
Okay. What's your ball of choice?
Oh,
Pro V.
Yeah.
Standard Pro V, not an X.
No, Pro V 1. Yeah, Pro V 1.
Yeah, Pro V, just Pro V 1.
Yeah.
Not Pro V 1X.
No, I haven't really dabbled too much, and it's already pretty expensive. But thankfully, working at a golf course, I find a lot of free Pro V 1s.
That is also a very valid point. I go second hand on my Pro V action. I am Pro VX, and I like to play. Well, it actually depends on the temperature. To be very clear, if it is over 85 degrees, I am playing a left dash. If it is between 85 and 50, I am playing a Pro V1X. And if it is below 50 degrees outside, I'm playing a standard Pro V1.
We should do a golf podcast. Anyway, that's not here. I guess you guys want anyway. Speaking of which, the Masters coming up, and we've got I might not be available on the show Wednesday, but we do have a guy who does talk golf, who I have confirmed will be on the show on Wednesday. You both know who I'm talking about. So at One Pat's Place, 4Play Golf Zone, Sir Joseph Vibes will be live with us on Wednesday with you guys or whoever's on the show. So make sure you
big fan
calendars. Talking Masters. I messaged him during the show. I said, "Hey, can we get you on for the Masters?" He said, "Pencil me in for Wednesday." I said, "All right."
I'm in. Love every second of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a little show update, but another show update. Kel, close your eyes. We have to do it though. There he goes. Well, let's see. So what are we as a show?
We're a lot over as a show.
Yeah, we're 14, about 14, 15 over as a show.
Kel, you can come back, man. It's okay.
Yeah. We Bad Man's gone. Bad Man's out of here. But yeah, that's the record. So hey, it's early, but
oh boy,
what's up?
Whoa,
shows up late.
Running. Let's go.
What's up? Sorry, I was selling a bunch of stuff on my for my side gig over here. So,
well, we should show him the records again.
There you go.
Oh, I actually didn't fix the record. Hold on, wait for it. I didn't fix them. I didn't fix them correctly. I'm sorry. Kel, you can come back.
Yeah.
Kel, you can come back for a second.
No, you're lying.
No, you can come back.
No, shut up.
For a second, you can come back. For the next 14 seconds.
By the way, I feel like a genius because my bet that I made last night, I cashed out when Duke was up 14, and they blew that game, and I ended up getting $40 when I would have got $0. So I feel like a genius off of that one.
You had Duke.
So what I did was I did Florida to cover and the under. Then I did Duke to cover and the over. So Florida covered and the under hit. And when Duke was up 14 and it looked like the over was going to hit, they offered me 40. It was a $5 bet. They offered me 40 to cash out. So I took it. Thank God, because
that'd actually be a fun segment. Best cat, how we do bad beats, best cash outs.
Yeah, best cash outs.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I mean, I don't always do it, but
my best cash out is when the Phillies made the World Series versus the Astros, and I cashed out that bet after Game 3 when they were up.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, if you get a good cat, you never forget your best cash outs. You really don't. And you forget them if they then hit you after you cash out.
Yeah, well, no. You don't forget them. They're just your worst cash out at that point.
Yeah, true. That's good. Yeah, that's true.
I will say, other than the we're not going to talk about, the left side looks really good. I mean,
Yeah,
it's all green over there.
it is.
You missed. You didn't get the memo with the green there, Rob. But
Yeah,
that's all right.
It's like St. Patrick's Day over there.
I know.
yeah, it is.
St.
Very much
Patrick's Day.
so.
St.
So many.
I feel like there's a
Somebody
name
else
missing, but I can't figure out who it is.
It's
Yeah,
Parker.
gee, I wonder who it is.
No,
Who is
Parker.
Oh, Parker,
Parker.
yeah, you're missing
Parker's
Parker.
missing.
Oh yeah,
Gotta get
Parker.
Parker.
That's right.
Huh.
Gotta get
Mr.
Parker on the
Parker.
show. Yeah. See
Yeah,
if he
Parker
can,
has yet to be on the show in April.
He's a Braves fan. He gets a pass.
Yeah, he does.
He's
He
going
does.
to.
But there is another name missing from the left-hand side.
When your team's going to go 1-9 for the first 10,
Who is-
it's not. You can't
Who is
take
this?
too much of a beating anymore.
Who's missing?
Yeah.
I don't know. He might be red on the other side.
Oh.
Yeah, Captain Underpants.
Oh, yeah.
I love you, Kel.
So do I need to watch back to
Self-proclaimed.
see what picks I need to be betting the opposite of?
No, I can bring you that back. Hold on.
Oh no.
There you go.
I was going to read him off for him. I
Why
was going to
are
be
we doing
nice,
this?
but okay.
Don't do this to my boy. Don't do this to my boy.
Ride or fade.
Come on.
I would
Look, in
say,
fairness, I feel like the Judge RBI is like a gimme.
Yeah.
So now we're saying the Yankees are going to get dusted today.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this to my boy? Don't do this to him. No. End the show. End the show.
Johnny DeLuca's not playing, so he's going to like come into pinch hit and then strike out. Like that's what's going to happen.
That would be terrible.
No, come on. We can't.
Who else
do
do I have? Jose Ramirez. Oh, he's going to come back in, re-injure that hand, and just be out for the season.
Don't
You
do
know,
this to my boy. Okay, let's
when
stop.
he keeps making so much sense, on how his bets are gonna miss. It's like when I said how Zach Bond was gonna get his pick in the Super Bowl, and I nailed it. Kel's just giving us a pick that he's just gonna nail. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like, I make these bets, I almost hit enter, and then I pick the exact opposite to hit enter, and it's like he knows.
I just
Rob,
got to do that one of these days. Just like if the Aaron Judge one plus RBIs. Oh, Aaron Judge 3 strikeouts. Johnny DeLuca to stub his toe, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what you
Parlay
start doing is making your your sound decision bets, but do it on teams that you hate.
Parlay
That way, if you miss them, at least you're jinxing the teams that you hate.
That's a smart. I didn't even think of that. So
What-
like,
What is
so like
the-
Nolan Arenado to strike out 3 times, like
Yeah.
Right.
that kind of stuff.
No. You got to pick him to do good. You got to pick
Oh, you pick him to do good. No, that's right. So Nolan
Yeah, yeah,
Arenado 3+ home runs.
Yeah.
Pat's the only one that has my back right now, and I'm just pooping on it right
Yeah.
now. Just realized that.
You know what's funny is you'll put Nolan Arenado for 3+ home runs, and it'll be the only time this year he does that.
No, you'll never get me off your back. I always got your back, buddy. We're still gonna find you the nearest Burger King. Parlay guy, are you familiar with the saying with the hammer and the nail? Like you hit the blank on the
Nail in
blank?
the head.
Thank you.
Yeah. I said that earlier, and these guys are trying to say I didn't.
Somebody,
I didn't say it.
somebody, I'm not going to mention any names, butchered it the first time, and I went, wait, what?
We're gonna get that clip so that you'll understand why I asked you that, Rob. But
Opus is finding that one.
and also, a little bit of homework for the show is
We got to
find
get
your
Burger King crowns,
King
bro.
and get a Burger King crown for the.
Yeah, I got Burger King crowns. Did
we
you
gotta
see?
get
We didn't do the 750 today. Did you see what I took your 750 and made it into?
No.
Oh yeah, show them that back. Yeah.
I turned it into a performance double.
All right. That's fair.
Yeah, we didn't have enough for the 750, so
That's fair.
we figured you would like that, or CJ figured you would
Yeah,
like
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they're betting the Hornets. Of course, he's going to take the Bulls money line.
Right.
And
yeah.
I also figure you can use Vucevic 9 rebounds as a single bet on your.
Yeah, matter of fact, I need to make sure I bet that myself.
Yep. So we get that
Well,
in there.
What
But
a
yeah,
show,
I got.
boys.
Yeah, it's good show
Great
today.
show.
One last
Good to see
time.
you, boys. Oh,
Just
why
for
did you have
this.
to do that to my boy? Even though he's crapping on me and talking about Nolan Arenado being bad.
Well,
to be
let's
honest,
look at this. Forget about the whole top part and just talk about how the 750 Club is 1-for-1.
Yeah,
we should just
one and one. Yep. The 750
to be honest,
Club
Pat, I'm crapping on myself too because I have Nolan Arenado in our fantasy league.
Also
doing great.
This is true.
Also true.
Yeah, he's been doing great.
Also true. Just throwing that one out there too. But yeah. But that's going to wrap it up for the show today, guys. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in. Remember that we are live pretty much every day except for Thursday because we record our podcast that comes out Friday morning at 6 a.m. on Spotify. I'm working to get it on Apple. It's a tough cookie to crack, apparently.
It is tough, yeah.
It was so much easier before Spotify took over Anchor. But it's okay. We'll get through it, and we're going to get it done. But until that time, this has been Just the BetSlips today, where we promise you one thing and one thing only, and that is to bring you the hot tips to help you
Callan's picks.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. Responsibly go and chase that bag, and we will check you guys next time. Have a good one.
Love you, Cal.